I was born in Memphis, Tennessee. That's where my whole family is. Like my grandma, my uncles, and my aunts are. I claim Tupelo, Mississippi as my hometown. I moved there when I was 2. A lot of people got Southern hospitality. Growing up, I always liked playing basketball. Me and my brother, we always played. We had a hoop in our driveway. We would always go out there. It was the reason I really started playing basketball. We just go out there and play all night. Up until probably like 6th grade, going to middle school, I mean, it was just me playing in the neighborhood. But up until then, a guy named Jason Smith and a guy named Daryl Wilson. One of them went to Ole Miss, one of them went to Mississippi State. They just former professional basketball players. They just kind of took me under their wing at that young age and just showed me the skills. They showed me how the importance of using your left hand in basketball and just the professional techniques that they learned from overseas. I still carry those things over now. Growing up, it was just me, my mom, and my brother up until like 8th grade, and then my brother moved back to Memphis. It would always just been us. My mom always told us it was us against the world. That's all she ever taught to us, so I always depended on my family. I still depend on my family. Whenever I'm feeling down, I know I can turn to my mom and get encouragement from her. My father, he's in Memphis. We left Memphis when I was 2 years old. I never lived with my father. But I mean, he's tried, I guess I can say he's tried to the best of his ability. We don't have a bad relationship, we still talk. I actually went down, spent some time with him this past trip when we played Memphis. I love my father and I still think he's a great guy. I think my mom did a great job of just providing for us and making it easier not having my father in my life. It's just, I look at my mother as my mom and my father though. She's the perfect role model to me. She shows hard work, discipline. She's always been on us, teaching us to do the right things, education and just in life, period. She's always taught me the right things, even from a young age. Even when I was 5, she was probably talking to us about things most parents wouldn't talk to 5-year-olds about, but it's just the type of relationship we had. So she always told me to learn from mistakes. I mean, she never given up on me. She's never told me anything that's gonna damage me. Everything she's told me is something that I can use in a positive tool. The most important thing that I took from my mom that I want to be in my fatherhood is just being supportive. I mean, she's always been supportive of whatever I do. She always let me decide on what I want to do and then supports from there. So I think support is probably the strongest thing that I would take away from her. A free education she thought was the best thing that could happen. It's very far from our home, but she told me that she would be there for my daughter and that I wouldn't have to worry about her and her needs. Because, I mean, she said she would take care of that for these 4 years because this whole process is for the betterment of my daughter and my mom. So she just told me to go down here and just make the right decisions and do what's best, and it'll all pay off in the end. Her name is Azala Marie Green, and she's 2 years old. She'll be 3 on January 22nd. It was a surreal feeling. It was one of the best feelings I've ever experienced, but it was just like an immediate shift from teenage to adulthood. I mean, just at that instant moment. All of my actions was just not for myself, but they for her as well. So it was just a point in my life to where I had to just take everything serious and start becoming a man. Obviously, she's growing up while I'm being away, so I mean, every time I go back and see her, it's just amazing how much she's grown since the last time I saw her. But I mean, we talk, FaceTime. She got to the point to where she can use phones on her own now, so she can call me whenever she wants to. Most of the time, I just sit on the phone and let her talk. She just talks about anything, and it's just relieving and refreshing to just hear her voice and see her face sometimes. My brother, great relationship. I mean, we was kind of different. We had different interests and stuff, but we was always together. We always played together. We did everything together, because most of the time it was just us two. He was a great person. He was a very kind and giving person. He was a selfless person. I mean, like I said, he basically helped form my love for the game of basketball, and there's so much I can say about my brother. My daughter's mom called me and told me that my mom was feeling real bad, so I called her, and when she called, she was crying on the phone and told me that somebody had shot Terrence. He passed away on Valentine's Day. He got shot in Memphis. I guess it was supposed to be one of his friends. They had got into an altercation or whatever, and unfortunately it just led the wrong way. It was the most devastating news I had ever seen. On Valentine's Day, it was just a day that's supposed to be about love, and it was just it's a bad thing to do on Valentine's Day, and it was the hardest day of my life so far. I mean, life goes on. You can't dwell on things for too long. I mean, that's how people get stuck, and that's how people, drive themselves crazy. But I mean, I think about my brother every day. I talk to my brother every day. I play for him now. I just use him as motivation. Cause I know he would want me to do that. He wouldn't want me to be dwelling about something. He would just want me to keep pushing forward. So that's what I'm doing. Most places that I've been in my lifetime have been because of basketball, so I'm very thankful for the game of basketball and everything it's done for me, all the places it's led me. My plan is to play basketball, either in the NBA, professionally, overseas. I got a lot of interest off the basketball court. I got a lot of interest in fashion and music and architecture, all types of things. I never really put much thought into a career outside of basketball, but I'm just gonna continue working hard as I can to make sure basketball does right now. I think it's been great opportunities presented for myself and a great platform for me to showcase my abilities. So I'm thankful for everything that's happened so far.